got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go on Thursday night. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. He finds Kincaid. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, here's Penix. This is reeled in by Leggett. This is ahead for about 5. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down. Benson once more. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Trying for it with Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. Penix now on first down. Throwing this back in the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Darius Slay with the stop.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Complete out to the right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They put a receiver in motion here left. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. And it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. This one will be intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go on 4th with Mahomes. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Mahomes. That's complete to St. Brown outright. Gets it to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Bronk. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Diving right side, got it! They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop it with a big hit. And at least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. From the 37. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. He's on the move.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Penix working from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. From the shotgun, Penix. He's got it! And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They send Samuel right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Now Penix on 3rd and goal. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up. Kendall Fuller. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Taken right at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos get set to take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's taken in by Samuel. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 48. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Back now, pressure on its way. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Try and getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And 4th and 4 coming up. Mahomes to throw for it. St. Brown there to bring it in. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Again, Mahomes to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Intercepted in the end zone. And the Broncos will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He puts a big gain downfield. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Good for the Saints.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh no, they get him yet again! Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
On first down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Penix here from the gun. Able to get it to Benson. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Denver touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Bronk. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Finds his fullback. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and long for Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. It's reeled in by Benson. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Brings us 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Penix on 1st down. That's complete to Leggett. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Saints 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Cut by Diggs. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
At the 42.
For